Stadium, Baton Rouge. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gave in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Using his legs, it's Berry. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got a man. It's Harris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. Caught on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. LSU lining up first and goal. The play action fake. Quickly complete. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Turning it on. Gets gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
From the red zone, it's Martin. And he's in! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Ballman.
And they did a great job at getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They weren't wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
2 hands is coached. You know, 1 hand optional. What a great one-handed stab.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff, Caden Durham. Inside the 40. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Tiger! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. This quarterback part of their running game. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a fourth down stop. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Berry. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's a give to Durham. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Throws to the tight end. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls it in. It's Peoples. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
The give on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
To the air on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Run in the red zone, it's Peoples. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to power it in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up fourth.
Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Berry. There's a crease. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. At the 35, he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the...
There he goes. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Handoff for Peoples. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They'll run it. It's Martin. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Berry. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Levitt. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He gets away. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On his way from around the 50. And there he goes. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They get to him as he throws. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one 11. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Green. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cougars looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Robinson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Martin. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Barrels ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it down the right side. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Levin. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The fake, they flip it to the kicker. They're not going to come close to getting to 2. But it's an understatement to say they should have just kicked the thing.
LSU 6, Penn State 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run in.
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in the...
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 12, Penn State 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Running inside, it's Martin. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He'll run it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So
unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They can...
Snags it, and he's open. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football break.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by C.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground.
Snags it, and there's running room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
By the receiver. Pick up of 10. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Trying to run, it's Peoples. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
LSU 19, Penn State 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Berry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Pass is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's a give to Peoples. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you what, that one stings a little bit. You're trying to get a drive together, trying to get some points to dig out of your hole. Now you turn it over right before the half. All the momentum shifts straight to the other side.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And he's over 150 yards now. Featuring this guy, featuring this weapon, you know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit it. Great job by the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that upthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The give to Caden Durham. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The snap sets up to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Martin. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cougars looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
And the Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Hansen. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Here's a hit. Nowhere close you saw in that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my third down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2?
Maybe some room here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Here's a give to Durham. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got the quick pass. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Green. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get...
He's loose. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. To the air on first down. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice.